Welcome to the internal struggle. We've all been there, staring at that carb-heavy masterpiece like it's the love of our life. Meanwhile, our pancreas is screaming in the background, "No, please have mercy." Today, I'm talking about ways to control your blood sugar naturally. And no, I'm not going to tell you to live off of a diet of ice cubes and celery. I'm going to tell you how to prevent those glucose spikes and save you from those afternoon roller coasters of naps and hangry outbursts. Believe it or not, the order in which you eat your foods actually matters. Think of your stomach like a nightclub. If the sugar, or the rowdy teenagers in this case, get into the nightclub first, they're going to wreck the place. But if you eat your fiber and your protein first, then they act like the bouncers of the nightclub. They slow down the absorption of the glucose. And that means you get a nice steady hill instead of a terrifying mountain peak of glucose. So eat your veggies first, your protein second, and the fun stuff, or the carbs, for last. Yeah, that means eating the broccoli before your pasta. I know, life is cruel. Your muscles are essentially giant sponges for glucose. When you eat, your blood sugar obviously rises. And if you just sit on the couch binge watching The Office for the 10th time in a row, that sugar is going to hang out in your bloodstream and cause trouble. But what happens if you take a 10 or 15 minute walk right after a meal? What happens is your muscles wake up and say, "Oh, free energy," and they soak up all of that excess glucose. You don't need to run a marathon. Just a brisk stroll around the block is enough to tell your body that you're a functional human and not a decorative pillow. Here's a shocking revelation. Low-fat yogurt is really just a cup of sugar wearing a trench coat and a fake mustache. When companies take the fat out of food, they usually load it up with sugar just so that it don't taste like damp cardboard. So the goal here is to focus on whole, unprocessed foods. Think of it as eating like a human in the 1800s, minus the scurvy and the lack of indoor plumbing. Focus on complex carbohydrates like lentils, beans, berries. They're packed with fiber, which acts like a slow release valve for your energy. If a food comes in a box and it has a list of ingredients longer than a CVS receipt, your blood sugar is probably going to have a bad time. Stick to things that grew in the ground or had a mother. It's boring, it's effective, and it saves you from those sugar crashes that usually happen right before you have an important meeting. If you're surviving on 4 hours of sleep and 3 shots of espresso, your blood sugar is going to be a mess. When you're sleep deprived, your body gets stressed and it starts to pump out cortisol. Cortisol sends a signal to your liver to put excess sugar into your bloodstream for more energy to deal with the emergency. But the emergency just turns out that you forgot to set your alarm. And now your body is reacting like you're being chased by a saber-toothed tiger. Just go to bed. Your pancreas will thank you in the morning. If you want to see a blood sugar spike that will make a NASA scientist nervous, just drink a regular soda or a healthy fruit juice on an empty stomach. Liquid sugar hits your system faster than gossip spreads in a small town. There's no fiber to slow it down. So if you want fruit, just eat a whole fruit. The fiber in an actual apple is the seatbelt that keeps the sugar from flying through the windshield of your metabolism. Managing blood sugar naturally isn't about perfection. It's just about giving your body a fighting chance. So let's recap. First, sequence your food. Move your body, embrace whole foods, get some sleep, and don't drink liquid sugars. Now, go forth and be stable. Your energy levels and everybody that has to deal with you when you're hangry will thank you for it. Now, something serious. For the sake of this cute puppy right here, I want you to like this video and subscribe to my channel. See you next time.